Hello, this is Tamagotchi Guide and Review, reviewing the Tamagotchi V3 connection, and I'm going to review. So, this is V3, and your first icon looks like a little speedometer, so if I can get it to show. You can see it, sorta. I can't even see it. It shows you your hunger and happy bar. Right now it has one empty. I'll feed it after this. If you don't have anything lit up and you press the center button, it'll show you the clock. Press the center button again, and it will bring you here. So it has one empty hunger, and its training is full. 4 years old, 73 pounds, and his name is Cairo. Gender is a boy, and he is in the first generation. Points, which is money, which you can buy stuff, is 400. My username, back to the beginning. This is where you can, the next one, which looks like a little chef. I thought it was a tissue box, but I guess not. Oops. You hit that one and it'll give you snacks. Snacks is only for happy, doesn't fill you up. If you give it too much snacks, it'll get a toothache. I usually feed him cereal, but since I want to see what it looks like to feed him barbecue, let's feed him a barbecue kebab. So that's it. And this is the toilet icon. As you can see, mine pooped on the floor. So I'm going to flush him. And let's move along. If I were to catch him before he pooped, he would have had squiggly lines. And I'd press the toilet and he'd sit on the toilet and take care of business. Next we have our games. You get notes, which you just catch notes. Bump, you bump the other character down. Flag, you match the flags. And heading, you keep the ball from hitting the floor. Or memory is like flags, but different. Sprint, you just keep tapping buttons and it'll act as if you're cheering. Items, you get items from the shop, or you can do certain passwords right here, but you gotta press A a few times to start it up, and then you press some certain password, and that's it. And the passwords come from the internet. You can look up some, I don't know if any work. Connection, which looks like a heart with a little beating on the right side. Version 3, if you connect to the same version, you can play games, a number of games, give each other presents, or just visit each other and do certain things. Others, if you do others, you can connect to V4 and higher. I don't think you can go past 4.5, but in 4 and 4.5, I think you just play one game. I'll review a 4.5 later. Actually, I have 2, but I'm missing the battery plate. And I also got that Tamago. Whoops. There we go. That little Pac-Man that looks like he's talking to the medical box over here. That Pac-Man looking thing is the praise or timeout. You praise it when it calls out to you, and everything's fine with it, but it's just calling out for no reason. Then you time out. If you did it right, it would start crying, but if you did it wrong, it'll just have headaches and jump up and down. Praising, you only praise it when it's crying for no reason, and or if it is turned back with that weird looking thing floating over it. Medical is for when it has a toothache or it has a skull. The lights are for when it yawns. It yawns when it opens its mouth really wide and a bunch of little circles come out of it. And when you turn it off, you'll see a Z, and if you turn it on, you'll see him in his little bed. This is the history, the little book, and you can visit your friends, but I don't have any friends. The present is for friends, but you can only give them presents. So you can, if you wrap it up, then if you give them a present, it'll give them that specific present. But if you have nothing wrapped up, you'll just give them a heart or some type of friendship looking thing. Points, you press the points twice. You can donate, but I don't have enough to donate. Family. History is for all all who died, and you had to reset. So yeah. Parents. I have Roku, my Memechi. I have Abba, who's a girl, who is a sheep thing. And I have Journo, who is my first Memechi. Actually, my first Tamagotchi. First character. I actually got him by Debug. It was a boy, but then it had a baby, and then that baby had a baby, and then the third baby had a baby, but the first baby died. So I resetted it, but I resetted the baby instead of resetting the game by pressing AC. And that's how I kept my other history. And the second Memechi was since debug thing only works for the first generation. Since I didn't have debug, I just followed the instructions. I used debug to speed up time, but I did it slowly so he wouldn't lose more than one heart on each bar. If you want to get Memechi, it has to have 3 bars of hunger and health and happiness at all times. It can't get sick, and you just gotta take really good care of it as if it was your own. And that's it for the Tamagotchi V3. What else? Yeah, this, and if you guys noticed, this is the paint or the design I use for my profile picture, because it's the first I've ever got. And also I like V3 because it's more easy than 4.5. I don't have a 4 because I don't have a 4. And if you have a problem with me not having a 4, then you can hit that little X button way over there. But if you like my videos, you can hit the subscribe button, which should be somewhere in that area. Or is it down there? Or was it over there? Stupid YouTube. What else? Well, I had this for a long time, and I lost the battery plate, so I used used card and black tape to match it with the rest of the paint. Next, I'll be showing you my V4.5. Yep, that'll be next, since I don't want to use up all my time. And then I have my little Tamagotchi. I used a Panda online. And then I have this Tamagotchi. It looks like a peacock. Peacock. Cock. Yeah. So that's it. See ya.